very happy to select one of their favorite Pokemon here in Pokemon Unite.
Yeah, I think if you're Rin, you're like, oh, I get to Charizard this match. You're definitely super happy with that outcome here. We see very typical pathing for what we've seen with Nemesis here. The Squavit starting top and then the tri-path bottom for both teams as expected here.
Yeah, nothing too crazy, too unique here. And I think Elo got that top contestable Audino there as our trio is working through. They're going to start getting the stacks up for themselves here as Squovit is working through this APOM and Retsu getting those points. They're like two ships passing in the night, Jeff.
Yeah, we see both these top path characters, something we haven't really called out, but these characters are playing the attack weight score items similar to Decidueye, and they score in between those knockouts because that attack weight item boosts your attack for each individual score. It does not care about the amount.
Exactly right. Playing a little bit back as Blossom, Faz on the future Blissey as well, currently Chansey of course, and now Trainer LGC pulling up to see if there's anybody to be swept off their feet here, and Rin posturing very far forward, trying to get our trio to dive and push back a little bit as they're waiting for Retsu to join into the mix here as they're all posturing around those bees, both top and bottom. Wow, it melted in the bottom lane of those bees.
Yeah, with 6 characters there, the bees disappear very, very quickly in the first big brawl of the morning. Looks like Retsu going down with a powerful hit from that frog. Greedon, can't keep getting away with it, dude. Slippery squirrel.
It can indeed, and Rin cannot be happy about that, as now Trainer LGC and Rin are going at it. Our trio has the opportunity to do kind of like a pincer maneuver on Rin, but they decide to just back off a little bit and focus on those wild Pokemon. But here's our trio, of course, in the face of Retsu and Rin, making them earn it here in this top path.
Something we'll want to watch from the Greninja player that we haven't seen a ton of play from this character yet today is when Greninja, while it's a ranged attacker, gets into those melee ranges, it cuts across for boosted damage, which is why we will see the Greninja from Nemesis frequently get up on top of opposing carries like Charizard.
Ultimately, that Greninja is protecting that Decidueye, which is that damage output in the back, right? So giving up the frog for the owl in the back. But here we go, Trainer LGC making another rotation through their central area here as Yeetfan and Rex are posturing in the middle, waiting for Az and Able to get in there, and Elo just playing in their own goal zone. Not too much action here in the bottom path just yet.
The bottom pathing and secure for Nemesis is so fantastic. They consistently funnel all of this experience into the now Dartrix and soon to be Decidueye. Getting that character to level 7 before that first Dreadnought objective gives them such an incredible advantage with that Spirit Shackle attack.
Just a big surf by Rex into the bees, pushing back Blossom, and Yeetfan and Aznable are working together with their crew. But here's Trainer LGC waiting in the wings here, waiting to jump on another Pokemon if they cross too far. That's Faz AP. Look at Trainer LGC taking the front spot as they're pushing. Blossom forced to retreat a little bit, and Dreadnaught's here, and the positional advantage is going to be to Nemesis.
We see that Charizard just barely tick over to 8. Level 9 is the key marker on both Greninja and Charizard, because not only will Charmeleon evolve in the Charizard at that point, but more importantly, both these characters pick up their Unite move at that level. And whoa, huge Unite move. Speaking of here, after a Surf reset for Greninja.
Yeah, KO Streak of 2 for Trainer LGC, and that's no new news here as Rin is trying to hold their own, and they get belched on by our trio. KO Streak of 2 for the Squirrel, and here we go. Nemesis has all the onus on this Dreadnought, and they take it down very easily. Look at Yeetfan, and this is that collective push where they just chip in their points to get that attack weight up. Nemesis sticking together, playing well, getting that quick Audino there as that Spirit Shackle starts lacing into the guts of Blossom.
Yeah, we've seen this in actually every game that Nemesis has played. All 5 of them consistently stay bottom after this first Dreadnought. It allows them to not only break this point, but more importantly, get scores for the Decidueye. I don't know if you caught that there, but Charizard tried to Unite, and Slowbro just united it right back. Slowbro Unite, the just I don't care of Pokemon Unite. Regardless of what you're doing, unstoppable or not, Slowbro's going to grab you and put you in your place for a few seconds if it wants to.
What a sequence there by Nemesis, taking the Dreadnought, taking the body very well, pushing, closing out that goal zone, and then absolutely shutting down the Charizard counter pick by Rin to this Decidueye, keeping that thing up. Look at Retsu and Rin working in the middle here. They need to get their experience somehow to try and catch back up to Nemesis, who's got the slight advantage and another tick on the attack weight for Yeetfan.
Love this positioning from the Decidueye on Nemesis, waiting very cautiously in the bottom path until they get vision of all 5 of the opposing team on Blossom, and then going in to start building up those attack weight scores on the bottom path. Remember, every single time this Decidueye deposits Eos energy, its attack goes up, making those Spirit Shackles even more lethal.
Good presence here by NEMESIS on that goal zone. Going to try and stem Rotom from getting in there too free. They leave Yeet Fan to the work here as the rest of NEMESIS goes down to the bottom path, and they're getting ready. Look at Retsu just hanging out here. Finally, Rex gets in the mix, take care of this Rotom, but that action's going to be in the bottom path, and maybe I'm taking a look. Hoopa is already level 9. They can pull in the squad whenever they want, and they decide that's right now. Hoopa Unbound going into the action. They're putting the pressure on Mike Spam. Mike Spam getting pushed back. Artriu leading the charge. Look at Rin just catching a bunch of fists from space here, and they unite the Hoopa. The Hoopa Unbound gets taken down by the Charizard here as they keep pushing. The Decidueye's down, and now the Charizard melting through this squad, but Artriu not willing to give up, just belching all over the place. And what a presence here by NEMESIS as the Dreadnought is finally getting worked on. The left side team takes it. That's Retsu with the Unite move right through.
Really incredible positioning and steal there as the Lucario kind of comes down from the top. Blossom being a little bit behind there. Hoopa not quite being level 9, so was unable to portal his friends down, but that's no longer a problem. Thanks to that Dreadnought, they are now unbound, and they are looking to get some knockouts here.
Yeah, fortunately, NEMESIS not willing to play into that particular hand, staying back a little bit, not willing to get into the mix of that Hoopa Unbound there, as Mike Spam is slowly going to go back to the itty-bitty Hoopa here, and all of Blossom resets to start getting their wild Pokemon.
It might look like that Unite move from Blossom Hoopa didn't accrue a lot of value, but it's also important to note that even if that's the case, we're at that kind of critical 345, 354 minute mark, which is kind of that last window where most of these characters will be able to use their Unite move while also still recovering it in time to have it for that ultimate fight surrounding the Zapdos. So using your Unite move for minimal value in that time frame is generally speaking the correct thing to be doing.
Yeet Fan trying to line up some arrows here, gonna see if they find their mark. Just some shadow balls coming through, and Retsu dives right into the squad, and they're working through, sending Artriu reeling here as the Charizard's on the chase, and they take down the Squirrel, cooking it up for everybody to eat. KO streak of 2 for the Charizard here. They're ushering in the end for NEMESIS, and they're gonna let it burn, baby, as that Charizard looks really good, and Blossom has the lead in this top path here, and they're gonna be able to get this Rotom. It's all on trainer LGC if they want to have some sort of challenge.
Yeah, incredible series of extreme speeds there. We see the Surf on the Ranger popping off a little bit before that boosted auto on Venusaur gets to snap it right down into its place again.
Yeah, I mean, Blossom not up with these NEMESIS shenanigans here. They got caught off a little, just caught a little bit off guard in the early stages of the game, but they have rallied back very strong. NEMESIS about to take this Rotom uncontested here as Blossom decides they want to be in other places on the map here with just 13 seconds before Zapdos.
As we see the final stretch here closing in, Hoopa is pushed forward for both teams, able to call up that hyperspace hole at a moment's notice. Very notably, multiple 13s on Blossom sides, while only a single character above 12 for NEMESIS currently.
The Hoopa Unbound sucking everybody in here, and the fight is broken out. As we're watching, there's one player down. That's the Venusaur. That's a good one for Blossom, and one they would have needed. As Charizard gets the Unite move in the middle, and they're trying to burn down Rex. They find As and Able. They take them out. They're working on Rex too. KO Streak of 2. Here we go. Rin actually finishing, the Hoopa actually finishing out. That's Mike Spam working that through trainer LGC, trying to make a move with the Unite move. They're fighting through Mike Spam, but the Decidueye takes the KO on the Hoopa. Trainer LGC still working through. They're putting the pressure on Fab. The Charizard is down. The Blissey's down. The Hoopa's down. And now NEMESIS is all over the Zapdos. It's up to Retsu. Are they going to be able to E-speed through? No, it's a KO by trainer LGC on them. And then the Venusaur comes through with the Unite move. They can't finish it off. And now all of NEMESIS has unlocked the goal zones and needed to push to get these points in. Elo not letting that Hoopa off the leash too soon, but Artriu getting that Hundo Burger in. And look at the Blissey trying to cut off Yeet Fan, the Decidueye, breezing right back through with those wings.
Up over 200 points now at this point. Blossom's NEMESIS not over for Blossom just yet if they can put back a big push. Notably, the Unite move reset on Charizard is incredibly fast. So if it's able to clear some of these wild Pokemon and gain that charge back up, they could have a chance to push. That being said, these two Pokemon getting caught out top here could cost them as they need to get multiple 100-point scores in to get ahead in this game.
Yeah, NEMESIS really bubbling up, focusing on the defense. Look at the pressure in the bottom path, though. That's Charizard and Blissey working through to try to get some points in. Retsu's picking up points and going to try and meet them. No, they're going straight for the gut goal zone here, as Rex wasn't able to keep that score in, 332 to 459. And now Retsu's coming in, but here comes Retsu. Charizard Unite move on the slow, bro, and they're going to try and burn them down with that heat coming from the mouth here as Trainer LGC gets points. But look at that. Artriu on the other side of the map just getting more points in, and of course, Trainer LGC getting more KOs in. And this one, I believe, is going to go to Nemesis in game 1 of our grand finals.
Something that we saw there that we don't get to see on display particularly often in competitive Unite is Decidueye actually gets to defend that goal zone from inside the base with those spirit shackles, dude.
I mean, it looked good. It looked good. Nemesis again had that one